So, I've made a lot of videos. I've got almost 600 subscribers now. There's lots of things that we can talk about. I mean, I've had a trucking company for quite some time, and every time I get into a business, I try to study it backwards, forwards, everything, know everything there is to know about it. Tiny, tricky corners inside of. And I want to cut the crap and get right to the chase. That's why when I talk about the trailer links or 450 versus this or leasing versus buying and different things, we all go through those things. We all go through every one of those things about what do we do, what do we do, what do we do. I try to be funny. It's not all that funny a lot of times, but so if anybody has a question out there relating to the business, and again, I can't say that I know everything, but I know a lot. Conversational intelligence. It's hard for me to create content just off the cuff, like just like that, come up with something on my head. Usually something will strike me. In the hotshot world of trucking, which is, we could actually see some legislation that takes that 26,000 pound law that lots and lots of non-CDL drivers, they want to be able to go on vacation in these giant RVs. But I can tell you, you can see some of that eroding. You can see, the fact of the matter is that since the enaction of the law that required everyone that wanted a CDL A or B, but in particular A, let's talk about that, a CDL A, that they had to go to a training school. They're not in the trucking industry. And they only understand the statistics that are given to them and that's what they do. These large trucking companies, I mean, they own, their enforcement arm, the FMCSA, and they said, hey, we need some relief from this. We need to be able to not do this. Sure, we'll go along with it. Whatever you say, you're donating the money for the campaign for the current whoever. Yet those drivers have to sign a deal with the devil to go take $5,000 and go to driver training school. So it's very difficult for a small trucking company to get started because you just don't have the pool, the resources of really good drivers out there. So what do you have to do? You have to glean the drivers that for some reason washed out with these other companies that pay for that driver to go to school. This is what they do. They find things to throw off in my office to throw on the floor. You got to watch out who you vote for. If you put the President of the United States in there that believes in total regulation, heavy-handedness throughout every business, who knew that would happen? Me. That's who knew that happened. And lots of all you out there knew that was going to happen. Tell you, it's so important. It's so important that you go and you vote for the person that is not going to do that. The person that deregulates, the person that sees regulations as safety. Of course, you want to have some safety regulations, but a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, everybody used the handwritten books. We know when they've been bad and good, so be good for goodness sakes. All of that money that goes into doing that is going to make a heck of a difference, Mr. Congressman, Mr. Senator. That's why you should pass laws to do that. It's just a fact. Again, I try to give you the facts. So it really does have to do with who's at the White House. So he's very, very familiar with the truck before he ever goes down. And their uncle or aunt will thump him on the head, the person that taught him how to drive in the first place, the mom, the dad, the whoever, thump him on the head. And God of some kind has a moral value to them. And they don't want to hurt folks, right? They don't want to hurt anyone. So guess what? Hammer down on folks. You make up statistics that'll support anything you want to do. Anyway, those are just my ideas. If you ask a question, I'm going to answer it. Thank you for watching.